In yoga, we do a lot of the same things in a certain order. When you are new to a yoga class, it all seems rather strange. Yet once you get to know the rituals, it makes it a lot easier for you to practice on your own. In this practice, we'll be starting and ending the practice as you would in any yoga studio or in your own practice. And we'll be doing some of the more common poses. When I go to workshops, usually the first practice of a long weekend practice would be all the basics, kind of like a ritual. We would do warrior poses and triangle poses and all the basics. So it's really good to have these in your yoga toolbox, so to speak. Before beginning the practice, take a few moments to focus on your breath. Close your eyes. Invite a deep breath in through the nose, a long breath out through the nose. A deep breath in, a long breath out. Deep breath in, long breath out. Now come to standing. Find that same easeful rhythm in your breath during the practice. Take your arms up, reach over to the right, holding onto the left wrist to expand through the side body. Rise up, take hold of the right wrist, reach over to expand the right side body. Rise up. At the top of the mat, spread your wings and reach your arms up. Take your hands down to the mat. Step back to all fours or a plank position. Lower down. Breathe in. Lift up slightly. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Make your way to downward facing dog. Pause in the downward facing dog. Invite a nice ease to your breath. Walk your feet up to your hands. Take your hands to your low back. Rise up. Reach up and back. Take your hands alongside your ankles. Step back to a plank or all fours position. Lower yourself to the mat. In breath, rise up. Exhale, soften. In breath, rise up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All fours position to downward facing dog. Pause. Make your way to the front of the mat. Place your hands to low back. Rise up. Reach up and back. Take your hands alongside your ankles. Step back to a plank position. Lower yourself to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come to all fours position. Tuck your toes under. Reach back. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Make your way to downward facing dog and step forward to the front of the mat. Place your hands to the low back, rise up. Reach up, touch down, step your right foot back. Inhale, balance, lift your arms off the mat. Exhale, take your hands back to the mat. Step the back foot forward. Place your hands to the low back. Rise up. Inhale, reach up, reach back. Exhale, hands to the mat, left foot back. Balance, rise up, high lunge. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. Release your hands. Step the back foot forward. Rise up. And release your hands. Step wide on your mat. Turn your right toes out. Bend your right knee. The ritual of the warrior poses is very strong. So warrior 2, reach your arms up. Keep the strength of the back leg. Lower yourself in the front leg. Keep a strong engagement of the arms with a nice spread to the fingers. Lift out of the pose, left side, bend your left knee, expand in the pose. Keep the strength in the pose, exhibit that warrior spirit as you drop a little bit lower with strength from the back body and from the back leg. And rise up. Turn your right toes out, lift your arms up, bend your knee. Take your arms behind your back so you have a nice openness in the chest to bow in toward the inner right knee. Lift your interlaced fingers up toward the sky. Place the hands to the low back, lift up. Other side, left toes turn out, bend the knee, bow in. You're honoring this ritual, this practice where we're going through the basic poses in our yoga practice. Keep the back leg very strong and rise up. This last pose helps to get a nice opening to the shoulders. So when you bend your knee, you can keep that upper body nice and full as you take the elbow to the top of the thigh or the right hand to the top of the thigh and enjoy a nice side angle stretch. Parsvakonasana. Root down, rise up, left side. Bend your left knee. Take your left hand to the top of the thigh. Reach over. in this practice where we're focusing on ritual poses, poses that we do so much in yoga. We're not using any props, although props always help to refine your actions. So if you feel like using your props, please grab them. Rise up. Now step your feet to the front of the mat. And at the front of the mat, let's start working the back sides of the legs. Hold on to your elbows as you step the left foot back. Keep your legs straight, and to bring awareness to the back sides of the legs, bow forward slightly. Keeping a steadiness in the back leg. Go a little bit deeper to the front leg. Root down to lift yourself out of the pose. Wrap your arms the opposite way, whatever was on top. Change it about. Step your right foot back. Trust in the strength of the back leg. Just by leaning back, you bring a lot more awareness to the back leg and draw forward. Just allow your breath to take you a little bit deeper into the expression of the pose. The in-breath has you kind of bob away from the mat, but the exhale breath draws you a little bit deeper. You breathe in, you expand. It has a lifting quality. You breathe out. You go deeper into a forward bend. You breathe in to lift yourself out of the pose. Release your hands. Step the right foot forward, step back with the left foot, and now with an open hip, with the hips facing the long edge of the mat, lift your arms up to come to a triangle pose. Draw your right hand down to your shin, or your block, or the floor. Just make it comfortable for you so that you're not kind of sagging or rounding the side body. Keep that length. Keep the strength in the back leg. You root down to lift up. Come to the opposite side. Draw your left hand down. Invite the breath to find a little bit more fullness in the pose. And triangle is such a big part of yoga practice. Let's do it again with a little modification. Rise up. Come to the right side. Take your right hand down. Maybe now that you've done this, you can open the chest a little bit more, or maybe you can take your right hand a little bit lower on your leg or the floor. This time, just reach your arm over your head so you feel this nice length all the way from the pelvis to the crown of the head and out through your fingertips. Keep that rooted quality. In rituals, you feel so anchored when you come back to those things that just feel like home base for you. Triangle is one of them. Rise up and come to the opposite side. Back leg stays strong. Legs are hugging in to create this sense of power and engagement before you come down, to just find for yourself, how can you customize each side? Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Maybe it just feels better to go a little bit higher on the leg. Reach over. Invite your breath to keep a nice expansion to the side body. And inhale, take yourself out of the pose to parallel feet. A little bit more work on the back side of the legs. So take your hands down to the mat. Take your hands nice and wide apart. I'm on the tip tops of my fingers so that I can engage the arms nicely. With the eyes of the elbows drawing away from each other, reach your elbows forward. See if you can keep a nice elongated spine in the pose. Nod your head yes and shake it no. Just invite a nice ease of the movements. Take your hands to your low back. Maybe even interlace your fingers at the low back. Your choice. Reach your interlaced fingers up if that works for you. Keeping a nice action in the shoulders. Release your hands down to the mat. Heel toe your feet in toward each other. Place the hands to the low back and rise up. We'll balance now. I always feel so much more rooted off the yoga mat because I can really feel the base of the big toe, base of the baby toes, the heel pressing very fully. The cushion of the mat, sometimes I don't get that feeling. Your choice. But as you're ready, can you take all your weight to your left leg and lift up your right leg and grab your foot or your shin or your pants, whatever works for you. Can you reach forward with your foot? Maybe expand out. The leg doesn't have to be straight. You're just balancing yourself here. Release out of the pose. After doing a little hamstring work in Parsvottansana and triangle pose, it's a nice balance pose to do to get both the standing leg hamstrings and the lifted leg just a little bit more active. So as you're ready, take your weight to your right leg. Lift up your left leg. Find your foot or your ankle or your pants or use a strap, whatever works for you, and expand very fully. And now release the foot down and come to a seated pose. The seated pose we'll come to is a cross-legged pose, and this is a very common pose. Sukhasana it's called, or easy pose, but for some of us it's not so easy. Some of us could use a little bit of elevation. So if that's the case for you, grab some blocks or a blanket to elevate. But as you cross your legs, take your right shin bone in front of your left and cross right at the middle of the shin bones and just bow forward. Keep your baby toe side of the feet really pressing nicely. Let your breath just take you a little bit deeper in the pose. Rise up to lift out of the pose. Step your right hand to the right side. Draw your right elbow down slightly. Keep pressing the right hand so your left sit bone doesn't leave the mat. And again, as we started the yoga practice, we started with side stretch for our standing poses. And now that we're seated, we're doing another side body stretch. So press the right hand down to get your left sit bone to plant itself and rise up. Press your left hand down. Take your right arm up, reach over, and bend your elbow. We do these side body stretches or lateral movements of the spine to allow us to go a little bit deeper in our twisting, our forward bends, and rise up. So check that out for yourself. Cross your legs the opposite direction with, again, the belly of the calf muscles of the left leg pressed by the right leg. Now bow forward. Just see if you feel like you've got a little bit more space here to draw forward. In this rituals practice, you'll do a lot of cross-legged seated poses. So just learning how to create more space to do those poses. So helpful in your practice. Now rise up to come out of the pose. Extend your feet forward with straight legs. Sit tall. Use your hands to assist in getting you forward on your sits bones. Spread your toes to assist in engaging the legs more fully. Bend your right knee. Park your right foot. First, take your right hand behind you as close to the pelvis as possible. So with the power of the right hand, you can assist in going a little bit further in the twist. And release out of the pose. Extend the right leg straight. Bend the left. Now park your hand first before turning the spine too much. Press down to come forward on your sits bones. Turn toward the bent left leg. After the side body stretches, now as you bend the right knee and go a little bit deeper into the twist, you can reach your left arm up to exaggerate the left side ribs. You take your right hand close to the hip, take your left hand down, turn your spine. A more traditional way would be to bend the elbow. I like extending the arm. I feel this so much more spacious when I do that. And release out of the pose. Bend your left leg. Park the foot. Take your left hand close to the pelvis. Reach your right arm up and extend as far as possible, using the upper arm against the outer knee to get just a little bit more fullness in your twist. Release out of the pose. Come to sit with your feet in front of you in a prayer position. Hold on to the shin bones. Press your feet firmly. Lift your knees up with the power of your arms. Now with the power of your legs, resist the lifting of the lifting quality that the arms bring so that you can engage the legs more fully. Keeping that, draw slightly forward. Keeping this nice engagement of the breath. Try not to round the spine, just come forward. Lift yourself up and take your legs wide apart. In the standing pose, Prasarita Padottansana, we stood with our feet nice and wide apart, and the same thing, with our feet nice and wide apart, bow forward any amount that seems right for you. But notice how the feet want to turn in, or for some of us even turn out. But see if you can keep your second toe looking straight up as you come forward. Walk your hands over toward the right. Come back to the center position. Draw forward slightly. Walk your hands to the left. Drop in slightly. Walk your hands back to the center position. If this is too much pulling for the muscles behind your knees, by all means, bend the knees so that you can draw down a little bit more comfortably. And rise up. Now come to lie down on your back. Bend your knees. Just allow a nice ease to the breath. Take your hands to the low belly. Breathe in through the nose. With just a little pressure of your fingers, breathe out and press the flesh of the low belly back toward your spine. Breathe in, expand. Let the diaphragm just help to move and massage your organs. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. The breath just brings you back to this awareness, especially of the front body. So now let's get more length to the front body. Park your elbows down with the hands in this robot form. Lift your pelvis up. In this bridge pose, it's very much part of the ritual of some of the very basic yoga poses that we practice so often. Keep a nice lift of the front part of the body, a nice engagement of your legs. Breathe in deep and out long. Breathe in, breathe out long. Breathe in, breathe out long. Breathe in, breathe out long. Park your pelvis down to the mat. Draw your right knee in. Hold on to your pant or your big toe or the foot. Just draw the foot just slightly over toward the front part of the mat as you reach your left foot to the back part of the mat. Keep the left leg anchored. Take your right foot just slightly to the right side, not too deep. You want to keep your pelvic points parallel. Lift the right foot up. Release the right foot down. Bend both knees and pause. Return to find fullness to your breath. Take your left foot up. Either use a strap or hold on to the leg. Reach the foot toward the front of the mat. Reach your right leg toward the back of the mat. Now draw the left foot to the left side, just slightly. Shift back to center. Release your left foot down. Step your feet so they're as wide apart as the mat is. Take your arms in a cactus pose. Draw the knees to the right. Lift your knees up. Draw your knees to the left. Lift your knees up. Step your feet so that they're hip distance apart. One more bridge pose. Root down to get a nice lifting quality of the upper chest as you engage your legs more fully. Pull in from the heels toward your heart. Release your pelvis to the mat. Release your arms. Stretch your legs out. We slowly go into the practice. We slowly move out of the practice. As you come to Savasana, find a comfortable position so that you can stay in the pose without fidgeting. Just allow the breath to come to what feels like a very free and natural breath. A softening quality to the outer body. To keep a certain brightness to the inner body. as you go through the practice and follow the rituals of yoga, it has a way of making you feel like you're coming home. You're rooting yourself, you're grounding yourself into customs that have endured for years. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Namaste.